Hold. This is Sparta. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Micah back at it again with another video. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back to bring you more knowledge, more wisdom, more draconic fire. You know what I'm saying? Smoking like a dragon as usual with the tobacco. Before we start, I do want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers. Lord Hades, Black Flame, Matthew, Angela, Ezel, and others who subscribe. Thank y'all for joining the family, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Knowledge Library. And I appreciate y'all's support, y'all's viewership. Please keep the questions coming. You know, it keeps me going, expands not just y'all's knowledge base, but my own as well, gaining real true gnosis, and we'll keep it kicking from there. Basically, what I'm going to talk about today is Trickster energy. We are Necromancers, or some of you at least are starting to be Necromancers. Those of you who subscribe to the channel, you're going to have some dumb idiot twist it in their mind like they can somehow trick a magician who fucks with death and death energy. What they don't realize is that death sees all and death knows all, so it's fucking impossible to trick death. You may cheat death a little bit, you may evade here, you may evade there, but all you're doing is moving into a trap. It literally becomes just like the Final Destination type movies, you know what I'm saying? If you have something like enemies, I laugh because I'm currently going through this situation right now with a couple of dumbass idiots who try to think that they can send entities and spirits that mask as, you know, your ancestors, the spirits you fuck with from like Haitian voodoo and all other kind of shit, and you not gonna know. Like, shit's fucking dumb. But there's a double-edged sword with the Trickster energy. As Necromancers, you can utilize it in order to rewrite the destinies of those who oppose you, which will then motivate them due to their own egotistical attitude, their lack of spiritual maturity, and otherwise, no matter what fucking rank they hold, to perform actions, whether it be physical actions or sorcerous actions, including psionics, meditation, visualizations, etc., that will seal their own rewritten destinies, essentially hanging themselves, so to speak, on a metaphorical level. Now, to do this, of course, naturally, depending on the spirits that you fuck with, it is very good to, I'm not going to say be in league with them, but to have them as allies, so to speak. You need to take on a free kind of energy, a carefree, the fool type energy in the tarot. The reason is because this will allow your clairvoyance and your spiritual sight to open up so you can see all the different paths that are ahead of you, where you're going, where your enemies are going, what they're doing, all the other kind of shit, regardless if they can cut you off from psychic ability, clairsentience, clairvoyance, divination, or not. You can be completely cut off psychically. However, in the full energy, or in the Trickster energy, your senses will still be refined as hell. Because you gotta think, Trickster energy is not just about pulling pranks on people, it's also a mechanism of survival, and it taps into that primal survivalist instinct, which then leads your spiritual senses to become sharper and sharper and sharper, to the point to where you can't be tricked. And if there is something that you legit cannot see, you will have spirits and allies on your side that will see it for you, alert you, and then you can handle that shit. So nobody can take you from a fucking blind spot, whether they're cloaked, whether they are projecting to you astrally at night, whether they're trying to hide their sorcery, even if they try to pass down work or curses to another individual, thinking if they can offload the fucking work, then somehow, you know, it'll hit you more and you won't know it was them or that sorcerer who's unknown at this point that did it. So you can see how this is a very, very, very powerful tool. Fucking last thing I want to talk about is this. Some of you guys, some of my subscribers, and other people who will subscribe in the future but are currently viewing the channel are going through situations where you have a bunch of enemies trying to attack you. You have inner enemies, depression, anxiety, paranoia, schizophrenia, whatever. You're going through the shitter right now, so to speak. And you're losing strength and you feel like giving up. I want you to think back to the movie 300. Yes, that movie, that epic movie. There was a scene in there where, I believe it was Xerxes? Whoever the fucking tall, black-looking dude was, where he basically cornered Leonidas and his men. And all Leonidas said was, hold. And they held their fucking ground. My spirits brought that back to me this morning. And a hidden point in that was that Xerxes, the enemy, was walking straight into a motherfucking trap. And he didn't even know it. He thought, in his mind, in his ego and perspective, he had them cornered because he was hitting them from every fucking angle. However, he forgot that one thing. You never corner an enemy, so to speak. Because at that point, it's not their back that is against the wall, it's your back, or the enemy's back that is against the wall. You feel me? So, if you're going through the shitter, if you're going through a couple of different obstacles, enemies, or whatever, you simply hold. You tighten up your defense, you tighten up your offense, your protection, and you let them waste energy. You let them waste resources. You let them give you energy and power by focusing on you. The most basic principle. What you focus on, you give energy to. And what you focus on or give attention to grows. So, continue to let your enemies, whether it be magicians or otherwise, continue to let them focus on you, consciously and subconsciously. Yes, it's rough. Yes, you're feeling drained. Yes, you're feeling stressed out. But you're also gaining energy and power. Let them continue to exhaust all their spells, all their ritual techniques, exhaust their knowledge. Let them continue to fucking be assured in their ego. They somehow bound you and devoured your spirit, when in reality they did nothing to you at all, and yet neither do they have the potential to. And when they are tired, when they have exhausted all their resources, when they have nothing left, and they have continuously seen that nothing they do against you works on any level at all, neither on you or people you associate with in your circle, that's when you advance. That's when you tear their ass up, magically or physically, if you have that kind of situation. And that's when you make your point known that you cannot be defeated, not out of pride, not out of ego, not out of arrogance, but out of reality. Because that's what you're displaying. And it's very, very, very difficult to contest reality. Real briefly, I remember back in my Christian days, when I was a Christian, I read this little sermon or passage, and it was talking about the four horsemen: death, war, conquest, and pestilence. And he was describing how this prophet went to this village trying to warn them about the horsemen that were coming so they could do something about it, right? The people didn't believe him. They kept pushing it off. They kept pushing it off, talking mad shit, talking about, oh, it's not going to happen, you're crazy, all this other kind of stuff. In the end, the four horsemen did come, completely obliterated the village. Nobody was left. They all died. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that there was a fifth horseman that preceded the other four, and that fifth or hidden horseman was called reality. So please, my viewers, my subscribers, potential clients, potential students, black mages, necromancers, white mages, whatever the fuck you identify as, hold your position. Tighten up your offense, tighten up your defense, tighten up your protections, all that other kind of shit. Get your energy back. Let your enemies waste energy and power focusing on you. When they are done, when they think they got you, and they think they can walk up and put their fucking foot on your neck and all this other kind of shit, that's when you strike back. that's going to be it for today's video. Please keep the questions coming. I'm going to do more videos on different topics. I've not forgotten about the last video. There's a question on there about doing a video on the Gnostic perspective of death. I'm going to do that very soon. I've not forgotten about that shit. So please like, share, subscribe if you're trying to get some spiritual work from me, a reading, spell work, attunement, whatever. I'll leave my links in the description. Hit me up on email, Discord, call or text, and we can take it from there. So until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.